going on, guys? It's another video. Why is it not focusing on Jared's face? Is that better? Is it focusing? Focus. Focus.
Focus.
I got those two tracks.
I think I troubleshooted it. You're gonna be Shrek. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's still not focusing the way I'd like it to, but I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. Hi.
Hi.
We're outside. Jared looks high because it's really dark and really early in the morning.
Sat there and woke me up.
I did.
I just kept sleeping and I wouldn't wake up. And why are you pointing in my face?
Hey, we've decided actually we're not gonna use the flash because we're very indecisive. Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm really good.
Yell for the camera so they can hear you.
What?
They won't be able to hear you if you're...
The camera hears me. I'm beautiful and dead.
Okay. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's very tired.
I am.
What time is it?
So,
let me see the... Okay, wait. Let me get it to... try to tap on your phone to get it to focus. Oh. Here, you can have your phone back. Oh, wait, I didn't even read the... What time is it?
3:07.
3:08.
3:07.
No, it was a reference to a video we did a couple months ago. It's 3:07. 3:08!
And my ugly daddy told me.
So, anyway, I don't even know.
I think...
Okay, anyway.
The stroke, yeah, because I went... No...
I think we recorded the stroke, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I went to your Ames before I went to your house.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anyway, you look nice.
I do. I ended up going to like the mall, and I got a flannel, and it looks really good. You know, for me, still out of my comfort, but it's nice.
I got my stupid jacket.
I like your jacket.
It's nice in the winter, I guess.
You wear it a lot, along with those flip flops. It's like so cold, and you're wearing those flip flops
and shorts.
But you look nice in it.
Well, thanks. Anyway, hi.
What's your opinion on scary stories?
I mean, it is 3 a.m. We could tell scary stories.
You see, that's what I was thinking, but...
Wait. What if we take turns telling scary stories?
I don't know any, so mine might be stupid, but I know you're pretty good.
Well, you can just make up your stories.
Guess who locked the door?
What do you mean? Justin?
I locked the door whenever I left. This is really serious.
I know. We're no joking. We're not. I can't English. We're not joking. It's 3 a.m. Like, actually, and Justin's mother's asleep.
Everyone's asleep.
Yeah.
And I literally came out that door, so that way because I needed to lock the side door. Jared, I'm not joking.
I know you're not joking. What can we do? You want to sleep outside? You want to go sleep in the shed together?
Bag.
It's in your room, locked in the house. You want to go sleep in the barn
My
together?
window's open.
Alright, let's just crawl through your window.
I don't think you could get in the window.
I probably can't, you're right.
Because I can pick you up, but you won't let me.
You can't pick me up. No, you better stay the... Hey guys! Is it going?
It's going.
Oh, okay, so I was stupid. Alright, everyone could agree. I got a wardrobe change, and I'm sorry, but I look hot. But I'm gonna tell my story now. In business,
It's really blurry. Give me a
Your
second.
mom's really blurry.
Wait.
Also, we're still locked out of the house.
Okay. It likes you. It likes you. We're gold. Okay.
Your mom likes you. No, she doesn't.
She doesn't like me.
Okay, so I'm gonna be telling a scary story. I don't know why I'm presenting it like I'm winning a Grammy award, but once upon a time, there was two guys, two friends, and they were in a tent, and they were doing all the friend stuff, and then, there's a bear, it go roar, and then, just, one friend, that's name starts with just, goes pow pow to the bear, and with his big, strong, meaty Dr. Pepper, and the bear ends up killing him. So
Sadness.
that was that. And the Jared guy, he used his big, meaty Dr. Pepper to try and save that one guy, and he also died because the other guy can't use he can't, he's weak.
Okay.
Take the camera off me. You look. You look like you're waiting in line to buy a gallon of milk in Walmart. You look like a guy without a hat waiting in line to buy milk in Walmart. You look like a guy in a hood without glasses in a line in Walmart to buy milk. I'm recording and this is really funny.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
So, this is America's Got Talent. What do you have to... Yep.
I have a story that will shatter your soul.
Shatter my soul.
It's called, actually, it's a really famous story by a guy I really like. Make sure you don't diarrhea my camera. Know where the microphone is. There's one on each side, on each ends. Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe?
You don't know anything about him.
Shut up! I'm trying to sound sophisticated.
Alright. It wasn't out of spite. No, I'm not mad. You have to understand that I didn't do it because I wished ill upon the man. I didn't do it because I'm mad. It must have been his eye. That's it, his eye. His big, gray, vulture eye. It caused me to do unspeakable things. The man raised me well. He took very good care of me. And he was friendly with me. He treated me as if I was his own son. Which I wasn't. But he treated me with great respect. And I treated him with the utmost respect as well. I bathed him. I fed him. I put him to sleep at night. You could even say I loved the man. If it weren't for his eye, every time I'd walk in the room, I felt the eye sink into my soul. I felt it glaring at me, knowing every sinful thought I had ever. I couldn't stand it any longer. I decided what had to be done is that the eye needed to be rid. Gone. And I repeat again, I'm not mad. When you hear the wit, the skill, the extreme precaution I took in preparing the man, preparing him to rid him of the eye. You must not think I'm mad. On the first day, I was extremely precautious, holding a lantern with a sliding door that allowed just a sliver of light. At the stroke of midnight, I'd open the door, and I'd let just a single ray into his room. I was so careful. Extremely quiet. As if before I did not want to wake the man, I held my lantern and I let the light in. But I could not do my work, for, as you see, he was always asleep. And again, I wished no ill against the man. Without the passion of ridding him of his eye, I could not work. So I always found the eye closed. I closed the lantern, and I walked back to my room. I did this for days. Up until the 7th day. This day was different. I felt it in my bones. I felt that the man would be rid very soon. On the 7th day, I began as usual. I was so precautious, you think me not mad. I, so quiet as a field mouse, trying not to get caught by the butcher's wife, I got the lantern and I ever so slightly slid it open, with the door open at the stroke of midnight. Perhaps I had not oiled the lantern. Perhaps I had kept it in too harsh of conditions, exposed to the elements. It squealed. It squeaked, as the mouse had been caught. I quickly shut it. And as soon as I shut it, the lights went out. It was darkness, but the man was awake. He heard the squeal. I know it, for his heart beat faster and faster. I felt a presence in the room grow denser. I felt the bed squeak. I heard the bed squeak. Yes. I knew the man was awake. I knew it for a fact. But something about it filled me. Thrilled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. I thought of dancing giddily in the room around the bed. And he couldn't see me. No, the lights were out. The lantern was closed. It was set on the floor. And I opened the door ever so quietly. You think me mad? The precautions. The wit. I went in the room. Dancing. Happily. For I knew the man could not hear me. The man could not see me. Oh no, but the man knew I hadn't left. The old man knew that the predator stalking him only moments ago was still watching him, and he knew that. For what felt like ages, the suspense, the adrenaline rushing, coursing through my veins. I collected myself, but I didn't want to give away my position quite yet. Slowly, the dreadful beating of that man's heart. I could nearly take it no more. The beating, it's almost impossible to explain. It was the sound a stopwatch would make when developed in cotton. No matter how quiet it was, it felt that it filled the room, put a pressure on my chest so heavy, until the man's heart slowed, and I heard the bed squeak. He laid back down in bed. The adrenaline coursing through my veins slowly stopped, and I realized that it was time. Though the man's heart had slowed, it had not quite yet gotten back to the original place, so I knew the man was still awake, and it was my time to strike. I could take the beating no longer. I opened the lantern to see that hideous eye. I leaped, and but a single scream, you think me mad, a single screech from the man's mouth, escaped before I smothered him with a pillow. The beating of his hideous heart continued, but slowly it stopped until it beat it no longer. My work had been done. Oh, but yet, again, you think me mad, I had not even begun. Not at all. No, for then I had to, I had to cut the body. I had to hide it. All of it. Make sure no one would ever find it. But a guilty dog always barks. Yes, a guilty dog always barks. You would think the most secret location would be the most obvious. This is what I did. In the living room, I pulled up the floorboards and his dismembered body parts. I put in the floorboards and covered it. I covered it with his own chair that he sat in. Yes. Such a poetic ending, honestly. All except his hideous eye. I threw it in the furnace, burning it. What a beautiful ending, until the very next morning I had gotten some much-needed rest when I heard a knock at the door. But not in the slightest was I suspicious. Not in the slightest. Oh, maybe I should have been, but I wasn't. Because I knew it has been the perfect crime. Who would have... Who would have known? No one. It's impossible. Clearly. I go to the door, I open it, and it's the police. Of course it's the police. Why isn't it the police? I let the police in. And I decide I'd be humble. Maybe not humble, maybe that's not the right word. I'd be hospitable for sure, and I let them in. I invite them for some tea. I guide them throughout the man's house, and again, it wasn't for money, it wasn't for spite. It was of his eye. Yes, his eye. I toured them through the house that just so happened to belong to me now that the man is gone, and they asked about the man's disappearance. And I said he was out in the country visiting family. I thought, why would they be asking? And then I realized the shriek. The neighbors must have called them. I guide them throughout the house. I show them the man's room where the deed was done. I showed them the kitchen where I threw the eye in the furnace. I showed them my room where I had slept, wondering how I would kill the man. And after that, I took them to the living room, right over the man's remains, where I sat. I pulled up a chair, and I recommended they do as well. Oh, no. Something grew over me. Something fell over me before I could even sit down. A sickness, almost. I didn't know exactly what it was, but I sat down. I did. Against my better judgment, anyway. I invited the police to have a seat as well. They did. We talked about trivial things such as sports and the weather. Obviously, it was cold. It's December. I realized I felt sick. I grew ill slowly as they were talking. It felt as if they would just never leave. I felt a deep beating within me. Within my stomach, almost. No. It could have been within my stomach. Where else would it be coming from? No. It was coming below me. They would not leave. Soon I realized why they would not leave. They were mocking me. They were making fun. They knew. They had to have. Why would they not leave my presence? The beating, it continued, and I realized where it was coming from. I grew pale. I grew sick. I felt I was going to vomit. They kept talking. I grew silent. I could not answer any longer. I knew they were making fun of me. They were mocking me. And I... what any sane man would do. And I kicked over the chair. I ripped over the floorboards. And I pulled out the pants. I revealed it to the officers. It said it was the beating of his wretched heart. And still, you think me mad.
Well, I don't know how I'm gonna top that. Justin, you definitely outdone yourself.
Dang, sorry. Well, it's your turn.
So, I don't have a story.
We agreed that I'd do 3 and you do 2.
I know, but I don't have one because I'm not smart.
Why didn't you think of one?
Because it's like 3 in the morning.
No, now it's 5 o'clock.
Is it?
It's 4:48.
We've been recording for a while.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What do you call it?
I call this, you're really close to my face, but that's not the name. Just
Stop. What do you call it?
Can I have time to think?
Yeah, I guess. All right, have you got your story? Well, I know. I'll back up. Have you gotten your story, baby?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't usually do that. It's just boys. I don't know. Tell your story.
All right, I got my story.
What you gotta give it a name.
I call this the Eye of Cthulhu.
Why?
Because
isn't that a Terraria thing?
No, it's a Cthulhu thing.
Isn't
that's just in Terraria?
Well, Cthulhu's HP Lovecraft. Anyway, do your thing.
It's like mythology of some
It's.
sort.
I just said it. It's HP Lovecraft.
Anyway, I call this the Eye of Cthulhu. I don't know why I chose Cthulhu, but it has something to do with eyes. So, basically, it's me and Justin. Okay, I'm actually gonna give them names this time. One guy's name is me, and one guy's name is Justin. And Veronica.
Wait, are these the same characters?
Oh no! Those guys, sadly died. But you know.
Okay, so these are different.
Yeah. One guy's name is me. One guy's name is Justin. Okay, so they're out. And me and Justin are doing boys stuff. And
can I cut you off real quick? This sounds like this same setup.
No. Trust me, it gets better.
Okay.
It gets better, trust me. And then there happens to be a guy, you know the guy from your story. I'm gonna try and top this by using the same guy. Fight me. But the guy from your story or whatever, I don't freaking know his name, but the guy from your story, he comes up here and he's the eye eater. So Eye of ha. And you're like, oh no, he's gonna eat our eye. I mean, not you, Justin. Justin's like, oh no, I'm gonna eat your eye. He's gonna eat our eyes.
Oh, no.
And then he tries to use this big meaty Coca-Cola, and
it is a different story.
it is a difference. I know. And he dies. But he tried. It's the thought that counts. And me over here, me tries to use his big Dr. Pepper. I mean, cola. I mean, Sprite. Yeah.
Cranberry.
Sprite cranberry.
Just keep telling the story.
And he sadly dies too.
Wait, that's you, Jared. You're the guy. You said that was you.
Me? No. His name is me.
I thought you said his name was Jared.
No. His name is me. Anyway, he ends up dying, and surely enough, the guy doesn't actually eat his eyes. He eat our eyes, their eyes. He just kind of wanted to come and see what we were doing, because he's actually a state trooper, and after he got out of jail for doing what he did, he had a job, but
Felons can't be put in the...
Shut up! This is my universe!
I thought it was me's universe.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your story?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What?
I'm gonna do the story now. Alright, this is the last story, though, because then we gotta go in, because it's like 5 o'clock in the morning.
We've been recording for
I don't know
long.
what I call this story. It's based on a true story, though. Wait.
We gotta do what The Simpsons does, and you have to go, hey, mothers, you should,
Homie, you need to get your
homie,
kids out of here, because
it's too scary.
It's too scary for kiddos. Get out. Anyway, okay. Let me think of a... noises.
I love the story.
Noises works. How's that? John Peters was a good man by most accounts. He did his best to support for his family, and he did it in any means necessary. He had been let go due to an economic recession. An economic recession. He had been let go from his job at the factory that he worked at. He resorted to hunting in the forest out by his house, and it genuinely was the only place he could get food. But animals had become scarce because the recession didn't just cause him to lose his job, it caused many people to lose their jobs, and they resorted to desperate means, very, very desperate means. John Peters is his name. He went out in the forest behind his house, looking for some wild venison to kill. That's not what he found. He heard a branch. He heard something swinging from the branch, and he went to. Oh no. He went to investigate, to figure out what it was, and it was in fact a bloated purple corpse with its extremities nearly falling off the bone. He was very upset, and it would scar someone, honestly. But not John Peters. No, sadly, his first thought was not, oh, what a poor man. His first thought was, damn. What a waste of meat. He pulled the body from the tree and he dragged it to his house, and with care he chopped it up. After removing the clothes from it, of course. He chopped it up and he put it in soup and set the table for his family to feast upon. The soup made from man. He saved the clothes. He saved it because, he's desperate. What a waste of clothing. He sat down at the table with his wife and 2 kids, and he took a bite. He took the first bite, And suddenly, he wasn't feeling so well. He looked down at the soup, and he couldn't stomach to look at it any longer. It made him queasy. He looked up, and from across the table, he sees his wife, and on her shoulder is the bony hand of a figure he can't stomach to look at. He runs outside, desperately. He throws up over the side of his porch, and he closes his eyes and faints. When he comes to, it's nighttime, and he goes back inside the house to find his family are not at the table, but in their place are blood stains and blood splatters. He runs up to his room to find the carcasses of what used to be John Henry's loving family. Now lifeless husks, wastes of meat. He didn't know what to do. He was terrified. Who could have done this? He runs back downstairs, and beside the front door, he finds a bloody axe. He looks down, and it's not just the axe and the room that's painted with the blood of his family, but his hands, his clothing that wasn't his. No, it wasn't his clothing. It was the corpse's. Maybe if John had just looked up for just a little longer to see what figure lie its hands on his wife's shoulders, he would have known it was the bloated, open body. And on its neck sit the rotting head of a deer. This creature is called the Wendigo. It feeds on bloodlust, causing its victims to do unspeakable things. Because when you're desperate, you'll do anything to take care of your family. Anything. He leaves them. He starts a new life. Completely rids his past of it. But this wouldn't be just a one-time occurrence. No, every time John thinks that he's settled down, finding a new family, they would be killed. No matter how successful he got. No. Jerry. You scared?
Ah! No, that wasn't scary.
Have fun sleeping tonight.